Bodybuilding is for weak men. Look at this clip of Mike Thurston trying to fight. My old friend Gary, a lot of you know him, he used to think bodybuilding was the be-all, end-all of life. If you get jacked, you get confident. It turned out, first of all, he never got jacked, but it is not the only thing that is going to help you get confident. Like, getting muscles does not help your confidence to the fullest extent, at least. Gary used to train every day, but all he would do is weightlifting. He wouldn't develop any other skills in any other areas of life. All he would do is weightlifting, and then he'd call it a day. This is wrong. Looking good and being confident are two separate pies. Looking good gets you a bit of confidence, maybe let's call it 30%, but the rest of your confidence is going to come from knowing you can handle yourself, working on your social skills, and actually enjoying your life. If you're weightlifting every day, you're probably not enjoying your life. To be honest, weightlifting is very boring. It's very monotonous, it's very repetitive, and you have to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again to get some sort of progress. The way to make your life more fun and exciting is to change up your training. So today I'm going to tell you my exact training schedule and what I do to enjoy my life and actually get confidence in every single realm, not just the physical aspect, but the social aspect, the mental aspect, and in myself as a human being, knowing that I'm capable. Weightlifting is a set standard. It's a hygiene standard. If you're not already weightlifting, you're behind. That is level 1. It's rookie. You're past that level now. You need to be moving on to bigger and better things. We've talked about the straight 7 system on this channel before, where you develop all of your skill points like a video game. You level up as a 7 in every realm. You're a 7 in fighting. You're a 7 in weightlifting. You're a 7 in your social skills. So you're above average. You're better than everyone at everything. Instead of being a 10 in weightlifting and not being able to talk to people and getting tired when you're walking up the steps and looking like Mike Thurston trying to throw hands. Not a glazing thing, but you can see that Mike Thurston, this very jacked bodybuilder, the most handsome looking guy you've ever seen, all he does is weightlifting. You can see how intimidated he is from a guy like Tate that he was fighting, I believe. You can see how intimidated he is and scared he is of his physical presence because he's a fighter. Not only is he strong and can lift weights and does lift weights, but he also knows how to fight. He's also charismatic. He's also good socially. Developing yourself in all of these areas is the only way to make real progress in your confidence. I found this out because I got relatively jacked at one point, and I found out that I was still awkward as fuck. I thought getting muscles means you can talk to people. You're a lot happier being around people because you have that physical presence, but it's literally just not true. And also, you don't develop the social skills to be able to handle the newfound almost intimidation that you give people, which is really interesting. Like, when you get jacked, people treat you differently, and you have to be able to maintain that level of social status. Otherwise, you just look like a big jacked baby. For example, my friend Gary, he wasn't very jacked, but he had a little bit of muscle. As soon as you would press him or like give any pressure towards him, he would crumble. For example, he came up to me in the gym one day and like was trying to arc up at me a bit and was like, yeah, what? I gave him a little bit of a flinch and he instantly crumbled and then walked away. This is a small example of not being able to handle yourself in every realm. So my exact training schedule to fix this is I would do weightlift 3 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week. So you hit every single muscle group. You can train for your aesthetics if you really want. I would recommend more training for that strength side of things, but you'll get strong from training for aesthetics. After that, in your in-between days, do some fucking cardio, you lazy ass boy. What? Like, go for a little run. Get ready to spar 12 rounds with someone you're scared to fight. Learn to box. So a box twice a week. Sparring is the best thing to do because you develop that physical confidence with somebody in front of you throwing punches at your face, and you have to learn on the go, which is really good. Like, you don't necessarily, it's good to take boxing lessons, but sparring people is going to be the 20% that gives you 80% of the results, if you've heard that law. Parkinson's law. 20% of the things give you 80% of the results. The 20% of the things you need to do are stupid simple. Weight lift a couple times a week, box a couple times a week, and have fun a couple times a week. Like go out, push yourself socially, go meet new people, introduce yourself to new people. I've been going to the skate park recently a bit. I've been trying to skate and I'm super awkward and uncoordinated at skating for now. But it's good to put myself in a situation where there's people around me that are better at the thing we're doing. Like we're at the skate park, so the skaters have that like higher social presence. But because I'm socially charismatic, I can talk to these guys, ask them for tips, learn some things, maybe give a little bit of advice to a couple of people who are a couple steps behind me, and also have fun while doing that. Like I'm enjoying my life. I'm not just going to the gym, going back home, going to the gym, going back home, going to boxing, going back home. Your life is dead. So you need to develop your social skills, which is, it is training. Pushing yourself to go to parties you might not want to go to. You don't have to drink, you don't have to be degenerate, but going to these events and meeting new people, that is technically training if you're not being degenerate, like I said. Have fun once or twice a week with your boys, especially like be around masculine men who are going to push you socially, who are going to test you a bit, who you can banter with, and just have fun with, like enjoy your life. The premise of my whole training schedule now is to enjoy it, because weightlifting every day, which I did for maybe 2 years, I just did weights. My life was so boring. I didn't go out. I didn't meet new people. I was in the gym with a bunch of people I didn't even want to talk to because I hadn't been practicing my social skills. And I didn't feel confident around because I knew that if it came down to it, like they'd probably beat me up. Not everything is confrontation, but with men, there's always going to be a sense of, can I beat this guy up, or can I handle myself if it came down to it? So that's why developing your fighting skill is a very important skill to have, and putting energy into building those skill points is really important. Aesthetics is obviously important because girls like you more, they see you, it opens the door for more conversations. People talk to you. Like me and Andre, the editor, cameraman, we went to Spudshed the other day, and the security guard or the clerk was like, what did he say? He just complimented our physiques. And it opened the door for a little bit of a conversation. Regardless, it opened the door to gain skills in more areas, to work on our skill points in more areas, which is talking to people. Weightlift 3 to 4 times a week is probably where you're going to gain muscle, no less. Box at least twice a week, just to stay sharp, and have fun. Enjoy your life, do something fun. If you want a bit more in-depth on how we actually train properly to gain muscle and how you're not wasting your 3 to 4 sessions a week and getting the most out of them and gaining muscle fast, working on an aesthetic physique, not just getting all big and chunky. Learn to fight and improve your social skills. There's going to be a link in the description, Polarized Tribe. Just click on that, have a look. You don't have to buy it. You can watch a couple more videos, build up the trust with me a bit. I know what I'm talking about. Just have a look at that. It'll be very good for you. That's all, bro.